Oh, is that? And it can't not be funny.
I must be dreaming.
Yeah, I'd probably be dreaming, because this was not a dream I wanted to dream about, and it definitely is coming true for many people. But yeah, so I guess there's gonna be a lot of movies and shows that I just don't watch coming up because I just don't want to. I don't know what it is, but you know, I don't want to really watch Resident Evil. I don't want to watch Cowboy Bebop. You know, it's just man. I'd rather watch the anime of Cowboy Bebop, and I'd rather play the video games because I love the Resident Evil games. I'm not ready to see them tarnish the legacy of the games after 7 movies that were crap, and I'm definitely not ready to watch Cowboy Bebop live action yet. I can't. I'll wait until, I don't know, the end of the year. Maybe I'll watch it for Christmas, give myself something sweet. But so I was at a Friendsgiving and we were supposed to watch Cowboy Bebop, and so we ended up getting too fucked up and we just decided against it because, you know, we didn't want to ruin the night. So we were trying to think of what to watch, and I suggested Red Notice, and everyone kind of denied that as well because, you know, they don't want to watch an action spy movie, and I don't blame them. So when I went home and sobered myself up, I went ahead and watched it a little bit.
My, oh my, oh my. You have to be the 2 dumbest men on the planet.
You look awful.
In my room, 'cause I'm gonna get it on till I die.
Trusting a thief can be dangerous.
Oh, what the
I was like, you know, screw it, let's see how it is, see what The Rock and Ryan Reynolds have to offer. I mean, I don't know if you saw the headlines, but The Rock wants to be James Bond. I mean, come on, man. I mean, Tom Holland too, but Tom Holland at least is British. But The Rock, come on, man, Bond is British. Everyone's trying to, on pins and needles as to who's going to play this character, whether it's going to be male or female, which is ridiculous because it should be a male, but there's just about as much friction on this as there is Doctor Who of who's going to play the next Doctor. It's ridiculous. But for one, it should not be The Rock, okay? It should not be The Rock. That's like casting Queen Latifah as the Doctor in the next season, and she's the Equalizer. I had no idea. I just want to say that as well. I had no idea that Queen Latifah was in an Equalizer show, let alone that it's on the 2nd season. How do you recast Denzel? Like, honestly, how do you recast Denzel Washington? He made 2 Equalizer films, if I'm not mistaken. So how do you put Queen Latifah in the TV show? How do you do that? You're going to make Michael B. Jordan a black Superman, and you can't make him the Equalizer? You might as well reboot Training Day with Queen Latifah or whatever that other black chick is that's in the movies a lot now, and call it Trained Today. You know, Ethan Hawke can be Phoebe Waller-Bridge or some other woman, and it would, I guess, be fantastic, right? Because this is complete nonsense. Anyway, so yeah, male role models are kind of being tarnished and being gender swapped, and you know, Bond is one of those characters, unfortunately, that is under so much scrutiny right now, because it's just, we don't want any more toxic masculinity. It doesn't matter what form of masculinity, actually. Just, we don't want no more masculinity. So Bond is one of those characters that might not make it, which I'm fine with, because he had a damn good run. We don't need any more of this story bullshit, old man Bond falling in love, having kids after his nutsack was like destroyed 4 movies ago. We don't need that, okay? We don't. But I also don't want someone like The Rock to play Bond, okay? Nor do I want Ryan Reynolds, nor do I want Gal Gadot, because all 3 of them in this movie, I guess, were showing like their espionage side and like their villainous side, apparently, because they're all freaking thieves in the end. But I'm not trying to spoil it, but this movie was ridiculous. It was a lot of fun, but as like a spy movie, it was pretty ridiculous. And the jokes that Ryan Reynolds and The Rock throw back at each other, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. Like the dick jokes, like he makes a dick about The Rock's head. It's like the minute you make a dick about The Rock's head, man, he can't be Bond. He can't start playing characters like that. He's already like stapled into characters. Same with Ryan Reynolds. He's Deadpool. You have him in anything now, he's just Deadpool. He's Free Guy. He's just Ryan Reynolds. And it's like, man, you can't put people like that in like super established roles. Like, you know, Chris Pratt as Indiana Jones, kind of funny. Maybe it would work, but like a young Indy, but it's like, nah. At the end of Red Notice, okay, so, well, at the end of Red Notice, they end up doing like a little outfit change. And it literally becomes Jumanji 4, Welcome to Indiana Jones, because Ryan Reynolds, the way his outfit looks, he literally could be like the modern Indiana Jones, but he's Ryan Reynolds. Like, it's like, I don't want Ryan Reynolds as Indiana Jones, personally. And then The Rock, his outfit is so similar to Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, that it's just like, bro, you can't be James Bond. And they go into the Nazi bunker and everything. It's like Indiana Jones. You cannot be Indiana Jones, Ryan Reynolds. Like, this movie tried so hard to make so many influences and like things together that it was just like, you remember the good old times? It was the member berries. That's pretty much all it was the member berries. That's what all these shows are trying to do. That's what all these, you know, like the Doctor Who Flux show series right now is literally just throwing member berries at you so you forget the fact that like everyone hates the series right now, and like true fans are just dying to see what Russell T Davies will do, you know, like member berries in No Time to Die, of like driving the V8 from the Living Daylights, and like just the Bond DB4 actually doing things, and like just, you know, Bond tropes that you would love and want to just see. Not, you don't want to hear about this stupid Bond story. You want to do Bond. You want to do what Bond would do in those scenarios of like the secret agent stuff, not his life. We didn't care about Bond's life. We cared about the mission that he was on, and the women that he was trying to save, and the villain that he was trying to kill, and the women that he was trying to sleep with, because they were usually always hot. But again, you could make a female agent, but she can't be 007, right? Anyway, this video, I didn't know how I was going to make it, because it's just so much, you know, that people are trying to change, and it's like, there's only so much time. There's only so much time in a day. I can't just point out every single discrepancy y'all are trying to create, because it would just take too much time. There's a lot of other YouTubers out there that you can go watch, and that I could put videos up on my stuff to just be like, look what everybody thinks. It's just ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. But just to give you a background of Red Notice is about The Rock being a secret agent, hunting down this art thief, that's Ryan Reynolds, and pretty much they both end up being outsmarted by this other art thief, Gal Gadot, who's like the bestest art thief because she's a female, of course. And, you know, the whole movie, Ryan Reynolds and like The Rock are like, you know, they're not friends, but they become partners in a sense, because, you know, they gotta like take down Gal Gadot's character because she's actually the true villain. And it's just a lot. But the jokes and everything, it's fun. The jokes land. The movie's good. It's good. But just given the circumstances around the genre of like espionage, spy movies, action movies, it's just like, man, I wish that things were better. I wish that we could have better movies and like an actual Bond film that we like, an actual good Indiana Jones film, or just maybe stop them all and just let's come up with new things. Because Red Notice was new, but at the same time, literally stole from everything else. I mean, literally stole from everything else. At the end of the movie, they busted like a Lupon. If you remember Lupon, also on Netflix, came out like last year. Such a weird movie, such a weird show. It was great. It's based off of, I believe, a book, but it reminded me also of like the anime Lupin the Third, kind of the same, you know, thief guy concept. But Lupin was like a black dude, and they released it during the BLM times, and it's like, all right, you're literally releasing a show that kids could watch about a black guy who's a thief, but he's a good thief. He's really good at it. Oh my, look at him steal. He's so good. But he only steals because his father got like wrongfully convicted of stealing and died in prison and whatnot. So it's like, oh, you feel bad for him, but he still went to a life of crime, which is like not good, but he's also like trying to be a good dad, and he's actually like kind of like a good person. So it's like good, but it was very weird, very, very, very mixed messaging. The show was great. The ending cliffhanger was fantastic. You should watch it. Lupin was fantastic. But the ending of Red Notice, where they're in Paris, you're just kind of like, well, of course y'all can't be Bond. Y'all freaking thieves. Bond isn't a thief. You know, Bond's a good guy. Why are you going to cast people that like literally enjoy playing villains or like bulked up dudes? You can't make him be Bond. You can't make them be somebody like Indiana Jones. It's just weird, you know? It's just freaking weird. And if Ryan Reynolds was Indiana Jones, here come in the gag jokes of like Deadpool in an Indiana Jones outfit or Free Guy in an Indiana Jones style game. It could just easily happen, but we don't live in that world anymore. We don't live in the scary movie era. Scary movie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. I remember if 5 was made or if 6 was the one that was supposed to be made. But we're never going to get movies like that anymore. Superhero movie, date movie, those movies don't exist anymore. That level of humor just cannot exist anymore in Hollywood. I don't know what's wrong with people in Hollywood, why that can't exist, but it cannot exist anymore. And those movies are the movies that we would be... Those movies are like the movies that are actually being made now that we're supposed to take seriously. You know, and they're never going to take those... you know, funny tropes or instances and put them in a movie where it's like, oh, that is ridiculous, and we can laugh at it because we all thought about it. Now it's like, oh no, you're supposed to take this movie seriously. And yes, the ending of Red Notice really seems like Indiana Jones and Jumanji, but you know what? Don't think of it that way. It's like, all right, there's even, you know, the prison breakout scene. All right, I've seen Face Off. So yeah, you know, I don't know, but watch it. Tell me what you think. Red Notice, if you're a real James Bond fan, if you're an actual fan of like these original movies, what do you think about all these changes? You know, do you really think that they're good ideas? Do you really think that this is the route that we should be going in? Because the actual fans of stuff will just be like, all right, not gonna dig it. I just won't like it anymore. And then the fandom goes down. It's like J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter. You really like Harry Potter, right? You go to Universal Studios, you love Harry Potter. But all of a sudden, whatever J.K. Rowling says that you don't agree with, you put her down in the shitter, kick her off her pedestal, but you love her material that she created, that she worked to build. You're going to just shit all over her, the writer, but just glorify everything that she's made? That's just messed up. She can believe whatever she wants to believe, but she's also the whole reason you can be at Hogwarts right now. She's the whole reason Hogwarts exists. You can't just tarnish her and do all these things with Harry Potter and like not respect her. She's the reason Harry Potter exists. But again, I don't know what the hell's wrong with the world today. It's crazy. But you know, like Fla Concord say, man, what's wrong with the world today? What's wrong with the world today?
What is wrong with the world today? You gotta think about it. Think about it.
But yeah, so anyway, this has been the Craig Lawrence Experience. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will catch you on the flip side.